Well, hey there, my friend. How you doing? My name is Douglas Ford, coming to you out of my home office here out of Houston, Texas, and definitely want to appreciate you cracking open this real quick video. Uh, I'm working with Mr. Dennis Collins, and I asked Mr. Dennis Collins if there's anyone that he wanted me to do a strategic demonstration for, to just send me a few names of some strategic partners that, if you want to travel the beaches of the world with, and they want to travel the beaches of the world with you, to just send me their names, and I would do an actual transparency demonstration and how this opportunity with this particular digital bank that scales our residual cash flow simultaneously to where we're all receiving and scaling together from this day forward, so that as we scale together, anyone that we refer to it, money is on demand, it's always instant, but most importantly, everyone's receiving social proof, what we like to call withdrawable evidence, all along the way. And we're able to withdraw our money 7 days a week. Anytime, every time our money is $50 or more, we're able to withdraw all or a portion of our money. Again, it is a real bank. It is a decentralized bank that is on the blockchain. No, we're not doing any gambling. We're not doing any speculating. This is not crypto investing. This is not MLM. This is not network marketing. We're not a susu. We're not a gifting. And we're definitely not any type of percentage daily operation that's always subject to a rug pull. No, this is literally growing a bank as if we are the PayPal, or we are the Cash App, or we are the Zelle. And every time money moves, okay, through activated accounts, okay, and there's also a subscription that we're also receiving from everyone's account that opens up account after hours. Just like they're going to receive residually from all accounts after theirs. Okay. Now, I I'm not about selling and convincing. I'm about sharing and demonstrating. I'm literally going to take you to the back office and give you a transparency demonstration. That's why I asked Dennis to send me your names so you guys can see your name in lights and see how this system performs as advertised. Okay, every time, all the time, we scale and grow this bank all over the world. It is a global operation. Okay, to where you're going to be actually having deposits come into your bank from people that you'll never see and people that you'll never ever even meet. Now, here's one critical dynamic. Because of the artificial intelligence and the way it pays out, to where when one person makes money, 9 people prior, which a total of 10 people are always going to receive, is why no one is going to have to do the one-time execution more than one time. See, this is an operation where it's not going to be incumbent upon anyone to have to continue to do something over and over in order to continue to make money here. I like to ask the question and pose the question: how many people could succeed if all they had to do something was one time, but yet they were going to receive money over and over and over and over just without doing something one time? Okay. So here I'm going to get to the money eventually and show you how the money all lays out. But let me go to the back office real quick. But before I even go there, I want to give you a context just a little bit. I'm not going to really give a whole presentation. We do presentations. We do them on everyone's behalf during the week. We have Zooms, and we even have our own Facebook community where, if there's times that it may be a little difficult to get people to a Zoom, maybe through scheduling or just the fact that people always get invited to Zooms, we have our own personal Facebook group where you just invite and we ignite, because we stream live in our Facebook community. We have several of them. We even have a WhatsApp and a Telegram community for people that don't use Facebook but want to plug into our Telegram and WhatsApp group. So let me go here first. I want to read this here real quick. So we're building a global cooperative bank that escalates residual cash flow. So we're not about just making money here. We're about everybody scaling in their residual cash flow, money that's coming in to their bank independent of their involvement with scale. Okay. We're doing so by leveraging artificial intelligence and the financial technology space, okay? Our solution is a reliable and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow with 100% mutual benefit. Now, there is a catch to our system. There's actually 3 of them. Catch number 1, there's going to be zero gambling of your money whatsoever. Zero, okay? So no one's success is going to be subject to any chance, okay? There is zero uncertainty involved with us receiving money. Zero uncertainty. Success here is a choice. It's not by chance. Number 2, there's going to be no delayed gratification whatsoever. So no one has to wait on a certain number of accounts before money comes to us. There is no cycling involved. There is no rotation that we have to wait on before we start receiving money. No, you're going to receive from every account after yours, and your only involvement is just going to invite 3 that also do the same, okay? And as that is replicating with everybody just doing that once, okay, there is zero uncertainty involved and everybody's scaling simultaneously with absolute certainty. And then last but not least, because of the way our artificial intelligence pays out to where every time you receive, 9 others are going to receive, okay? Whether above or after you, okay? But every time an account opens, immediately 10 people that were in line prior are going to receive a micro deposit that, again, is engineered to come residually. So you're literally going to be receiving residually with scale, because this is going to move forward and be multiplying, and you are receiving a residual deposit from every account after yours, just like those that are coming after you are receiving residually with scale from every account after theirs. There is no waiting on any money. There isn't not going to be you doing something again in a week or in a month or in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, one time. So as it says at the bottom, we are not an investment platform. So there is absolutely zero gambling of your money. We are a bank, not a biz op, which just stands for business opportunity. We're not an investing or trading platform. Our cooperative wallet, that's our digital real estate, employs artificial intelligence, the promise of blockchain, and cooperative funding to create a private member-owned global bank. And this is one of the major boxes that I need to check off before I got involved 18 months ago, was that how soon am I able to have access to withdraw my money? And it says it here. Members can withdraw their deposits on a daily basis if they so choose. So there is no holds on you having access to withdraw your money. Again, when your money is $50 or more, you're able to withdraw all or a portion of your money, okay? So let me jump right into the back office here real quick. And I'm doing this demonstration for a Jason Rowland and a Larnell Gadsden, and a Herbert Nelson. So again, Jason Rowland, Larnell Gadsden, and Herbert Nelson. Now, if you are receiving this video and you're not either one of these names, you can just take their names out and put your name there, okay? So, because it doesn't matter. I'm just using these names because this is what Dennis sent to me to do this demonstration for, okay? So I'm gonna log into this Jason Rowland account. Now, even though this is a demonstration account, it's literally an exact replica of a live account. And it functions just like a live account functions, except it's not real money in a live account. This is sort of like Monopoly money that's just showing you the actual performance and reflecting the actual monies when it's a live account, okay? Then it's real money. So this money that you're seeing right now is not points, it's not volume, it's not credits. It is like real money reflecting real money, okay? Just like in your wallet in your purse, okay? Now, the reason why money is already here, because I jumped ahead and added some accounts after this Jason Rowland account. So this is just as if Jason got Larnell Gadsden to get in line after him, Steph Curry and LeBron James to also get in line after him and open up an account. Everyone's just only having 3 get in line after them. Okay. And as that strategic plan of action is taking place, that's what keeps this bank growing. And as it's growing, you're going to see everybody scaling simultaneously, only just with everyone doing a one-time execution. Okay. Because you'll never hear me say that Jason or even Larnell, when I do this after him, have to come back and do any more work or to involve any more people or to even come out of any more money out of pocket. Because even though we're having a $28 subscription, do you see the amount of money that Jason came to from his first 3 getting in line after him? It brought his money to a residual $35.25. Again, that's residual because, again, he is going to be receiving from every time, okay, those 3 accounts, okay, when their subscription runs, Jason's going to be receiving again. Now, the subscription is not going to be coming out of their pocket. Watch what I mean. Because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that Larnell Gaston account, okay? And I'm going to go and do the exact same thing for Larnell, but I want to keep it on Jason's money here real quick. So see, Jason's at $35.25. So I want you to understand, as this money was coming to Jason, Jason was not the only one that received money. 9 other people that were in line prior also received more money. But understand something. Jason would have never been involved if this was not performing as advertised, right? So like if the person that invited Jason didn't scale in cash flow or didn't receive on demand when they involved Jason, okay, then it would be a hoax. But since their inviter invited your inviter and then invited Jason, they saw results even before it got to Jason. I'm just trying to make this thing make sense to see that we are scaling and money is always on demand with everybody always receiving withdrawable evidence all along the way. But I just don't want you to hear it. I want you to see it. So I'm going to go to another window and now I'm going to log into that Larnell account. And typically when people see our operation, folks, they can't unsee it because they've never seen anything operate like this ever. So I'm going to log into this. And I'm talking about with the on-demand, the instantaneous, that we control the scale of the bank, which is also us controlling everyone's scaling and residual cash flow because it's 100% mutual beneficial. So you see we're in Larnell Gaston's account. Now, again, this is a demo account, but functions just like a live account does. So watch this. I'm going to go down here to Larnell, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. We're going to add 3 accounts. So we're going to add the Herbert account there. Herbert Nelson. Herbert Nelson to JR Bank at coopcf.com. I'm just creating random information just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to copy that. Now I want you to see we scale with every account, 34735. Okay. Now I'm just going to do one account after Jason, or excuse me, after Larnell's account. Okay. Because I want you guys to see everybody scales simultaneously. So I'm going to come down here. You're going to see Larnell's all at zeros. So this is just as he's having Herbert come in and open up an account at the Herbert. Now there again, if your name is not Herbert, Larnell, or Jason, just imagine your name being there. So I'm going to hit this invite button. This is just as if Herbert's account went active, and look what happened to Larnell. He went from zeros to 1175 right in front of you. But not only did Larnell scale and receive money, let's pop over here to Jason. I'm going to hit refresh. Watch Jason receive more money. So he went to 35 to 36. But it was independent of him doing anything because he's already done his one-time execution. Let me say that again. It was independent of Jason doing anything. But not only did Jason and Larnell receive from that account that we opened up with Herbert, but 8 other people also scaled. independent of them doing anything. So please understand, this is not going to be incumbent upon anybody to have to continue to bring in people, bring in people, bring in people, bring in people. Those operations don't have a high level of success because success then is based on chance. But see, our system is based on zero uncertainty, meaning that anytime, every time, all the time, independent of your involvement, accounts open up. Because remember, your only involvement is three. Three partners are going to do the same. Not three partners that are just going to get in and just hope things happen. No, we're only looking for strategic partners because we don't want any uncertainty with everyone's income scaling. There again, no one's having to wait on any money, and everyone's only having to do this one time. Make sense? So I'm gonna pop back over here to Larnell, and I'm gonna add two more accounts. So let's say we're gonna add a Mike Tyson. At coopcf.com. So I had the word bank in there. Okay. I've used Mike Tyson a lot. The system won't allow you to use duplicate emails. Okay. Let's do a Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather at coopcf.com. Okay. So this is two accounts plus the one. Okay. I want you guys to see the predictability of this because when Jason had three accounts after him, his money was at 35.25. Remember that? The reason why he has more money because that one account that Herbert activated in this example, it brought Larnell money and it brought Jason more money. So watch this though. So now we're going to add these two accounts as if Larnell is inviting Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. And when we hit invite, watch what takes place. Do you see Larnell's account with now at 35? See, this has predictability and absolute certainty. There is zero uncertainty of everybody scaling. Let me say that again. There is zero uncertainty that anytime this one-time execution is getting done, everybody's scaling. So let me pop back over to Jason and I'm hitting refresh and watch. With zero uncertainty, does Jason receive more money? Every time, folks. Okay. And so this is taking place there after Jason, okay, that's independent of his involvement, but he's still scaling and receiving money. Let me show you one more time, then I'm going to show you all the money and how it unfolds for a 24-day period with everybody taking 3 days to do their one-time execution. Okay, so let me go grab the Herbert account that we did. See, these are all the accounts that came after Larnell. So we're gonna grab Herbert's account now. Hit copy. I'm gonna come back to the dashboard because I want to keep it on the money because I want you guys to see everybody scale simultaneously. So let's go to a third window. We're gonna log into the Herbert account. Okay. So guys, for those of you guys that want to get this thing rocking and rolling again, you're only doing something one time. Everyone's having three get in line after them. Everyone's just doing a one-time out-of-pocket of 135, okay? That 135, what it's going to do, it's going to provide you what we call 3 activation tokens. Because our bank is on the blockchain, blockchain recognizes tokens. Now, there is no crypto fluctuation at all whatsoever. Your money is in stable currency. Okay, we just use tokens because that's what the blockchain recognizes. It's almost like going to Chuck E. Cheese and how you're not able to use your real currency. You have to exchange your real money for the Chuck E. Cheese tokens to get in their ecosystem, so to speak, you know, to ride their rides and play their games. That's how the blockchain works. Okay, so anyway, Let's log into Herbert's account. And Herbert's going to be at all zeros, just like Larnell's account was. Jason's account wasn't like that because I jumped ahead. Because I want to keep this demonstration somewhat short. Okay. I want you guys to see 3 accounts and the predictable mathematical certainty happen in 3 accounts. Okay. So coming here, you see it says Herbert Nelson at the top. And notice he's at all zeros. Okay. So I'm going to pop down here and let's do 3 names for him. So let's do Dennis. Okay. Again, just creating random information for demonstration purposes. Just so you guys can see this performs as advertised. Let's do my name. Again, just for demonstration purposes, so you guys can see that this functions with 100% mathematical certainty, predictability. Let's do a Jennifer Lopez. Go off CF.com. Put in some random information here. 72213. Now, let me pop over here to Jason's account. Let me hit refresh. I want you to see his money doesn't move. Because everybody scales simultaneously. So if you can think about an operation where as this is replicating and duplicating forward, everybody just doing a one-time execution that no one's ever required to do, and yet everybody's money is going to scale. So it's literally a clear path that's going to be scaling everybody to whatever their magic number is, and then some. Okay. Now understand, folks, the reason why cash flow is important, okay, because of this right here. What are the average American monthly expenses? Okay, it's given the actual amounts of our household monthly obligations are on an average here in America, because even though we don't look at them this way, our bills and monthly expenses, they're like subscriptions as well. We just don't look at them that way. But every 30 days, like clockwork, or however often you have your bills set up, right, they're coming monthly. The challenge is that we're trying to take care of residual bills just with exchanging time for money. And that's where the challenge comes. While many people have more month at the end of the month than money. But we're going to be having everyone receive an income that's based on subscriptions. So where you can have ongoing residual income coming in, okay, from subscriptions, with it being independent of your involvement. And now you can have residual cash flow coming in that can offset and even exceed a mortgage of $2,025, transportation monthly of $1,025, food of $779 a month. See, when you got residual income coming in, now it can free up the money that you were exchanging time for money for. You can do other things with that, okay? Or even people are working this until it replaces their job income. And so think about a job. I always like to give perspective that it's an 8-hour shift, but where people can just work 1 hour but get paid for 8 hours. Let me say it again. Think of a job with a whole shift, like an 8-hour shift, where you got 8 people, each worked 1 hour to cover that shift, but all 8 of them get paid for 8 hours. I asked my brother, how many people you think would want that job? You know what he said? He said, man, the hiring manager would never get a day off. Because guys, think about it. It'd be predictable. Because that's why people like going to the job for the most part, because they're going to receive a predictable income. There's going to be zero uncertainty connected. They know when I go to work, I'm getting paid. Here, ladies and gentlemen, as this one-time execution is replicating forward, There is zero uncertainty of all of us scaling in residual cash flow. Let me say it again. There is zero uncertainty. And I'm going to share with you why before I have all the money unfold. But this is why residual cash flow is important, folks, because we have residual bills, healthcare, entertainment, other expenditures, cash contributions, apparel and services, education, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So we want to get residual income that's greater than our residual bills. Right? So when I hit refresh, let me go to Larnell's account. I'm hitting refresh. Watch, his money doesn't move. Still on 35 there. You seeing that? Go back to Jason. I'm hitting refresh. Money doesn't move. Still on 39 because accounts haven't opened. Now let me pop back over here and let me put in these accounts that was after Herbert here. I'm gonna hit invite. Predictably, what should Herbert's money go to? If it's predictable, well, see, one of those accounts is a duplicate because it's supposed to be 35. Let me just do a random account that I know is not in the system. Let me do Donald Duck at coopcf.com. And let me do 77507. Because I know one of those accounts is a duplicate because the amount is supposed to be every time 35. Okay? Just like you're seeing it there. Okay? So just like you see on Larnell, see Larnell's at 35.25. Just like Herbert is right now. Because Herbert just had 3 accounts getting in line after him. But watch this. I'm going to go back here to Larnell's account. Remember the last time I hit refresh, his money didn't move. I'm going to hit refresh now. Look at his money. See, it's 39. Think about it. It's mathematical certainty. Because look at what Jason's account is before I hit refresh. His was at 39. When Larnell had 3 accounts come in after him. But Herbert is Larnell's one of his folks. And so when he had 3 come after him. Now, I'm not going to do everyone, but if I was to do everyone, you would see more money. Now, let me refresh on Jason. Does he have more money as well? Every single time. And so not only did income come to Herbert's account, income came to Larnell's account, and income came to Jason's account, and income also went to 7 others that also scaled in their residual cash flow. Now remember, everybody's subscription is $28 every 28 days. But you can see everybody's money is higher than their subscription. So see, money doesn't have to come out of their pocket anymore. So now, even as the money is scaling, when the subscription comes, it's going to be coming out of your earnings, not you taking money out of your pocket. But that's why your money is going to be residual that you're receiving, because everybody's doing a $28 subscription. And that's just being facilitated back into the system. That's why your money will continue to come to you from this day forward, folks, with there being no saturation points. Now, typically the question is, well, Douglas, what is the product? Well, it's not a product, folks. It's a service, okay? So you understand the digital wallet is the service, just like other companies have a digital wallet that's providing a service. Other financial institutions have the digital wallet that provides a service. So if I could just give you a little information here, okay? You guys heard this company called PayPal. Now I'm not going to read all this, but understand, back in 1998, PayPal was formerly known as a company called FieldLink, which is a failed company. Later, it renamed itself Confinity, which also is a failed company. A company that developed security software for handheld devices. Having had no success with that business model, it switched its focus to a what? A digital wallet, to a service, folks. Digital wallet provides a service, okay? What is a digital wallet? Now, I'm not going to read all of this, but I want you guys to see, okay, what are some of the different types of digital wallets? Types of digital wallets. If you guys have heard of Cash App, PayPal, Google Wallet, Samsung Wallet, PayPal. Well, I said PayPal, but Apple Pay, Venmo, Alipay, Walmart Pay, Zelle, okay? Coinbase, Crypto.com, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Chase, Bank of America, Citibank, SoFi Bank. Folks, they're all providing a service through a digital wallet. Our digital wallet is like digital real estate that as we consciously grow this bank, it's growing us receiving residual deposits from digital real estate that we're growing all over the world. So let me share with you the money here real quick, and then I'll end this demonstration, okay? But I just wanted to give you just the sound information so that way you can make the best decision possible if this is for you or not. Please remember, everyone doing the same one time. Nothing else is required. We all scale simultaneously. There is no delayed gratification, and all digital assets after yours cash flows to you. Yes, all. Okay? Everyone just a one-time out of pocket. Everyone one time invite 3, do the same, who each also invite 3 to do the same one time. That was going to continue to scale the bank, folks. And with absolute certainty and zero uncertainty, scale everybody's residual cash flow. See, this wouldn't be a game changer if it were not going to be doing it for 100% of everyone. But it is, okay? And so the reason why it's happening is because of this. I said I was going to go to the board because I want you to see this. Let's just do it up here. So, anytime an account opens, or anytime there's an account that activates, okay, the artificial intelligence, the AI, okay, because everybody's doing a one-time out of pocket, activating 3 accounts of 3 people that are going to do the exact same. Let me tell you what happens every time an account comes into play. It's going to literally send you money. It's going to send your inviter money, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, and their inviter. This is going to happen every time. Now, I ran out of real estate, but there's more people that receive money. So let me just draw the example of this. So since this happens with every account, this is how this looks. So let's say there is a guy named Bob. Remember, everyone's going to be having 3 get in line after them. Not just 1, not just 2, 3. But that's it. No more people that you have to involve. Okay? So Bob is, let's say one of his 3 is Susan. Let's say one of Susan's 3 is Tom. Let's say one of Tom's 3 is Joe. Okay. Now let's say one of Joe's 3 is your inviter. The person that invited you, which would be Dennis. And then of course you, let's say you invited Jason, or your inviter is inviting you. And then you are inviting one of your friends. Let's just stop it right there. So when Bob sets up Susan and 2 others, what's going to happen with Bob? Money. But not only did money go to Bob, money went to everybody else that was in line prior. Bob's inviter and their inviter, etc. Susan, she's going to have 3 get in line after her. One of them is Tom. Now, everyone's having 3 get in line after them, but instead of me having names all over the place, we're just drawing a one success line. But just know, everyone, this is going to happen, okay, from 3 lanes of ongoing residual cash flow, because everybody's going to be involving 3, okay? So when Tom's account activates, What's going to happen to Susan and Bob? Money's going to come to them. So money's going to come to Susan. More money comes to Bob. One of Tom's three is Joe. Joe gets set up in business. What's going to happen when Joe sets up? Money goes to Tom. Money goes to Susan. Money goes again to Bob. When Joe, activates your inviter, what's going to happen? Joe's going to make money. Tom's going to make more money. Susan's going to scale. Bob's going to scale. Are you seeing everybody scale? See, this is all happening even before you, even before it got to you. But I'm letting you know the reason why it's getting to you, the reason why it got to me, the reason why I got to Dennis, because this has been taking place for everybody from this day forward. See, it's zero uncertainty here. Zero uncertainty that's involved. So, your inviter set you up and two others. Okay? You guys got in line after your inviter. What happens? Your inviter, Joe, Tom, Susan, Bob. Now, you're going to do the exact same thing. See, folks, if what I'm about to show you does not happen, well, it didn't happen for nobody else then. So when you set up your friends get in line, what's going to happen? Money to you, money to your inviter, money to Joe, money to Tom, money to Susan, money to Bob. Your friend, let's say they invite a coworker. What's going to happen? Friend makes money. You receive more. Did I come back to you and do anything else? How about you invited to do anything else? How about Joe, Tom, Susan, or Bob to do anything else? They didn't. So more money went to your inviter. More money went to Joe. More money went to Tom. More money goes to Susan. More money goes to Bob. Let's say a coworker brings in, invites a family member. But just make sure you're inviting family members that's going to do the one-time execution that they're only having to do at one time. So, family members account activates, what happens? Coworker gets money, friend gets money, you get more money, your inviter more money, Joe more money, Tom more money, Susan more money, Bob more money. So I want you to see how this unfolds and why. Because every time an account activates, money goes to everybody that was in line prior. So let me share with you the money here, okay? Let me share my screen. And let me show you the dollars actually. So you guys saw with predictability. So let's just start this with your inviter's inviter, okay? When they had 3 get in line after them, it's 35, just like you saw when I was in the back office, okay? I showed you with Jason's, I showed you with Larnell's account, and I showed you with Herbert's account, okay? Now, we're basing this with everybody doing this 3 days. Now, I was in the back office. I wasn't back there for 72 hours, was I? No, it can literally be all, things can be done in minutes, but I'm going to spread this out. Let's say everybody took 3 days, respectively, when they got involved. Remember, everyone's only doing this once, okay? Now, some people are inviting more. I'm not getting into all that. I'm showing you with everybody doing the bare minimum of just involving 3 that get in line after them, and everybody taking 3 days to mathematical certainty where your money is going to be, let's say 24 days, since anyone is getting involved with this duplicating at the mathematical pace, okay, that I'm demonstrating right here. So, but not only did money come to your inviter's inviter, but everybody in line prior. So whoever invited this person, they just scaled too. So now your inviter, okay, is having you and 2 others set up an account. When that happens, they're going to receive 35, just like their inviter did. But it's going to scale your inviter's inviter to 47. Everybody else scales in line prior to. Now, who is one of your inviters 3? You are. How many times are you doing the one-time execution? 1 time. That's going to bring 35 to you. Predictably. Of course, the other two are doing the same thing. Okay. But folks, it doesn't matter on the amount of people. What matters is everyone that's coming involved is doing just a one-time execution that they're not required to do again in a week or a month or a year. And this bank scales however fast we execute. So if this could be 3 hours, and then it'll be 6 hours at this point, if we did it in hours and not just waited days. Because the artificial intelligence doesn't care when it's done. So as you were doing that, and those partners on this row here, this level, that scaled your inviter, and it scaled your inviter's inviter to 96 residually, just only being in 9 days. Okay? So this is your first 3 days. Now your three strategic partners, they're doing it in 3 days as well. It's going to bring them to 35. But look what happens. It scales you. It scales your inviter. It scales your inviter's inviter. Your strategic partners are inviting their partners. How many times are they doing the one-time execution? One time, 35 to them. Look what it does. Scales your partners to 47, scales you to 96, scales your inviter to 258, scales your inviter's inviter to 987. Please pay attention to how many times I come back to your partners. I come back to you, or excuse me, your partners. I come back to you or your inviter or their inviter to do any more work or to have to involve any more people. These guys do the same one time. They receive 35 instantly and simultaneously, independent of everybody else's involvement. Everybody scales. These guys do the same one time. 35 to them, scales everybody's money. Look, your inviter's only been involved for 21 days. And they're at 5,242 in residual cash flow. Okay? But let's focus on your money, right? Because everybody is always about, what's in it for me? What is that? WIFM. What's in it for me? Okay. So these guys do the same one time. 35 to them, scales your money now to 2360. Okay, it scales everybody else in line prior. These guys do the same one time. They receive 35, it scales everybody. Now your money is over 5,242. That's coming to you 13 times a year. People that invited you, you're invited, they're at 13,000. That's coming to them 13 times a year. Now, there's more money on the table, okay? But we just want you to see that everybody scales simultaneously, guys. So to Jason, Larnell, Herbert, looking at this, okay? Everyone scales with there being zero uncertainty involved whatsoever. There's zero uncertainty. This all takes place predictably with mathematical certainty and absolute certainty, and most importantly, with 100% mutually beneficial, because no one's had to come back and do anything again 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times. No one was required to bring in 20 people, 30 people, 18 people. No, everyone in this example just invited 3 who do the same one time. These guys do the same one time. 35, now look, it scales your money. And have you done anything since your first 3 days in this example? But you're excited because as you were getting here, your friends are here. They're excited because as they were scaling, receiving money, independent of their involvement, because they haven't done anything as well since their first 3 days in this example, and their friends have scaled to 2360, which their friends have scaled to 987. They haven't done anything since their first 3 days. Their friends have scaled to 258 who haven't done anything since their first 3 days. Their friends have scaled to 96. Their friends have scaled to 47. Now think about it, folks. This just continues. And as this continues and duplicates, everybody's going to scale in the same way. But right here is all the work that everybody just did. And you didn't hear me say that these guys here all had to bring in like 8 people, 10 people, 14 people. No, all of them just had to just involve 3. Okay. Now there's on each level, there's more people on, the level after than the level previous. Remember, with your inviters invited, just started with them. Then right here it was 3, your inviter and 2 others. Right here it's 9. You and 8 others are on this level, but everybody's just doing the same thing, a one-time execution. And then on this level, it was 27. Your 3 friends and 24 others. But they're all doing a one-time execution because with everybody on here, okay, again, there is no cycling, there is no rotation. And some people, yes, will be going faster than others because they're going to take this thing serious and not play with it. But folks, I just want you to see how this thing just unfolds with everybody just doing the one-time execution. So you and partners haven't done anything else. 100% mathematical certainty with everyone receiving royalties all throughout, okay? So that's the time I wanted to share with you guys. Quickly get back in contact with Dennis, okay? Just let him know, yay or nay. Like I said, we don't leave anybody's success to chance. We have a whole system in place that everybody applies. I don't even want you guys to explain this to your folks, okay? Share this video with them, have them to watch it. Just say, hey, I have found something that has zero uncertainty connected to it. So instead of being uncertainty, there is zero uncertainty because it functions with absolute certainty that scales all of our income together where we're all receiving and scaling in money independent of our involvement, just with us cooperatively doing a one-time execution that no one's required to do again, ever, from this day forward. So, appreciate you cracking up this video. My name is Douglas, again, out of Houston. Connect with Dennis, and I look forward to partnering with you guys and taking this thing to the moon. Take care. God bless. Look forward to talking with you real soon.